dragon's lair to wizards keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates born with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates born with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates born with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. Heave-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate saga's about to unfold. Dragon's lair to wizards' keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. He-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate sagas about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates bold with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. He-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. He-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate sagas about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates bold with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. He-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. He-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. So join us now on this epic quest for treasure, adventure, and glory's crest. With stars above and the seas below, our pirate sagas about to unfold. The sails are high and the winds do blow. We're pirates bold with hearts aglow. In a fantasy world where legends grow, we seek out treasure in the realms below. He-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory and riches of gold. From dragon's lair to wizard's keep, we journey far where shadows creep. With magic's might and fearless cheer, we'll conquer all, no foe we fear. He-ho, me hearties, adventure awaits through mystical lands and enchanted gates. With swords in hand and tales untold, we'll find our glory.
I'm just gonna be a crafted fool.
You get vehicle maintenance.
That's the only thing. So if you try to kill me, Slippy, it's gonna be very easy because all I do is craft.
I craft as well, my friend.
I'm a craftsman.
Looks like we got a lot of crafty pirates on this ship.
True.
Are you,
And,
matey? We be
hello.
crafty folk.
And welcome to It's episode 13 now of Smoke&barrel. That's a good number here. And yeah, a few things happened over the week that we haven't played. Our party members here have gained levels. They are now all level 4, which is fantastic and getting some cool stuff. We were kind of just discussing here before we went live. I guess I'll get it out of the way. The music you're going to be hearing in the background is all from Sirenscape. We enjoy the audio, even though sometimes it does blast our ears out, but that is a Foundry problem. As long as I let you know where we are getting our wonderful playlists from Sirenscape, they will allow us to use them. So thank you, Sirenscape. We appreciate that. And yeah, we are back and headed towards Rickety Squibs to get the ship squibbed and probably spend 20 minutes you guys deciding on a ship name, but we're not quite there yet. We'll get there. But before that, let's talk to our wonderful crew here. And then, you know, since y'all leveled up to level 4, there's something you're really excited about now that you have leveled. Let's, you know how you're doing today and let us know what that really cool thing is for you got coming up on your character here. And, you know, we'll start with Lucky today. Biggles, how are you?
I'm good. I do have to change something right away. I did just take Ward Medic, but which allows me to heal multiple people at once. But I am going to have to get rid of that because the feat that I wanted confused me because there's one that's almost exactly the same name, and that one said I needed to be proficient in something with the undead. So okay. I'm changing that real quick, and then I am taking Treat Condition, which allows me to remove stuff. Like I can, if you get a sword that gives you like a disease or something, I can cure that disease as long as you continue to meet the conditions. And then I got Doctor Visitation, which allows me to stride and heal on the same action. So now I can move and heal at the same time.
Nice. Which, getting those things that combined actions together is very, very important. In Pathfinder.
Move and lick.
Yeah, licking and moving. Gotta go.
It's a busy tongue you got there, Lucky.
I do, and I also got Tumble Behind, which allows me to put them off guard if I successfully hit a tumble through.
Nice. Well, you know, speaking of tongues that wish they were busy on this ship with a few select people, how's Hauk Tuah's level 4 looking?
Where did the chat go? The chat is gone. I don't got no chat. I feel like vengeance. I feel great. I've never felt better. I'm sure nobody's gonna die tonight. With my swaggering initiative and my dueling parry and my rope running and my incredible initiative. All the initiative. I'll go first. I'll have my revenge. I'll be happy to be pirating with you fellas tonight.
Well, yes, because I cleared out the chat. It helps everything process and doesn't stop Foundry as often.
Makes sense.
But yeah, well, good. You know, there is somebody on the ship who would definitely probably quicker than the rest of the crew stand up and protect his captain. I feel like Gears might have a little bit more of a alliance with Wilhelm than Slippy, but you know, that is yet to be seen. If something like that were to happen, I guess we'll find out. But how is Gears feeling about all that and his new powers?
Gears is feeling pretty good. Gears likes his crew. He hopes there's not another mutiny. I was hoping that was behind us, but you can never trust a frog, as my papa used to say. So I guess I should have heeded his words a little more carefully. I'm excited for gaining the Alchemist dedication. Now Gears can not only make talons. He can make alchemist items, and he also learned a ritual to turn the ship into a ghost ship and the crew, which could be fun or could kill us all. That's exciting.
Yeah, with the roles that you guys have, it is very much a flip of the hat on which way that ritual would go.
Especially when to succeed, I need a 24.
He's gonna kill us all.
That's a tough one. But, maybe, hopefully, if that ritual comes into play, it's under a, life or death situation anyway. Or you're in a situation where maybe your ship floating off into the sea isn't a bad thing necessarily. But
I just want to do it because it's cool.
Also that.
I don't care the situation.
Also that. So hopefully maybe the latter of that, in a situation where the ship kind of cruising off by itself isn't deadly to the party. But speaking of deadly to the party, Wilhelm, you figured out a little bit more inventor stuff. Is that going to benefit the party, or are you going to blow everybody up?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do my best not to blow everybody up. But, so I got a couple of things. One, if I can actually hit with my weapon, I can add more damage.
Ooh, there you go.
So something called Megaton Strike, which I'm very excited about.
Nice.
But other than that, I'm doing mostly like almost like a support function. So I took Artillerist, which basically, if we're handling siege weapons, which maybe I should have clarified that with you, JJ. I assume that cannons on the ship are siege weapons.
Cannons and ballistas and all those things will count. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I give everybody around me a bonus if I am on a siege crew, and then. I also took reverse engineering, which if we find something that somebody's got, I can basically make a crafting roll, reverse engineer it, and learn the formula for it.
Nice. That's cool.
I'm super stoked about that. But as far as killing everybody on the party, I'm the least deadly person here. So
Good to know. Good to know.
Well, maybe not now. Maybe not now with this Megaton Strike. I might be able to do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, a lot of cannons in a sword fight.
Megaton Strike is with my main weapon.
Good to know.
It's nuclear.
Good. Well, sounds like level 4 was a bit of a power boost for everybody, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's always good when you get those levels that kind of help out a bit. But yeah, we sort of leave the party off on the man's promise, having dealt out some punishment and making sure those who fought against you swore your allegiance, and sort of deciding to sail at night versus day. That way maybe you can be a little bit more protected, and those who are awake in the day don't have to worry about, any extreme situations happening. But yeah, we'll kind of start it off by awaking the next day. You guys can all do the long rest for the night function on your character sheet, get whatever hit points you have back, and all those fun things.
Totally good.
And you notice, based off the map that you have and where Rickety Squibs is mentioned on said map, that it is roughly a 2 more day journey. So it shouldn't be too much peril in the way between you and there, but I will need Lucky to make me 2 sailing checks, please.
Dun, dun, dun. Sailing.
Or the sailing lore.
Dubloon.
Oh no!
What a waste of a fucking doubloon.
Well.
I can drive.
The night's starting off good, folks.
Yeah, that. Are you using another doubloon for the 13? Is that what that was? Or
no, I used a doubloon for the 9,
The 9,
which was
okay.
a waste, and then 13.
Maybe, some of this could be that you're running a skeleton crew. So some of the orders and some of the changes you call out, maybe don't get done as quickly as they are needed. Just because, again, you last time you may have been on navigating or piloting a ship, you had a full complement. So things got done a little bit quicker. I will say that it doesn't really waylay you guys all that much. But I will need perception checks from everybody but Lucky.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, 20, baby. Starting off good.
Slippy got those 20, man. That's why I hope he doesn't turn against us, because nobody rolls like Slippy.
He's gotten 4 20s before he even started the session.
He knows how to rig it.
Wilhelm, will you roll me that perception check?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Slimy ass frogs.
So, Slippy, you are, we'll say, in the crow's nest or somewhere in the rigging high up on the mast of the ship. You guys are sailing in the evening, and you see off in the distance what looks to be probably lantern light from another ship. Kind of these kind of bobbing little specks of light. But you've seen that before, and you know that quite far off. If you're barely seeing it, they can maybe barely see you, but you do see a ship in the distance of the night. What would you like to do?
Who are you asking?
You?
Me?
Yeah.
What the hell I got to do with anything?
You're
the
up
one who saw
on
it.
the rigging and doing some stuff, and yeah, you see this kind of like bobbing.
I thought I was in charge of cannons now.
Well, that's like when ship combat and stuff happens. I mean, you're still pulling regular shifts because you guys are.
What do I want to do? That's a good question. I tell these dumbasses there's a ship.
He's so mopey.
All right, Wilhelm, Captain, you hear the call, ship in the distance.
Douse the lights! Someone get Slippy up there a spyglass. I want more information on what's out there.
All right. Yeah, all the lanterns go out, and the ship is extremely dark. Slippy, I'm going to roll over your natural 20. If you
I have dark vision. Just saying.
Well, it makes it easy for you to run around the ship then. You're not tripping over anything or any stuff like that. But Slippy, do you run back up to the crow's nest, take the spyglass, and see if you can identify anything else from the ship?
Sure. What you want me to roll?
Go ahead and roll a sailing lore for me.
Alrighty. Let me dig that up real quick.
Damn.
17.
All right.
Damn.
24. You catch, it's quite a well-lit ship now that you get the spyglass. Your ship has, doused all the
What's
lights
the
and
name?
everything. You are looking for a name, and you see the name of the Perchance. It's Purrrchance. That
Homeward
ship,
bound.
you take a moment because maybe you giggle a little bit at the name of the ship. It is about the same size. It is a 3-mast sailing ship. It seems to pretty much be almost the exact same, weaponry and everything, at least from what you can tell of the man's promise. And you see, even with the spyglass, it is more shadows that you see running around on deck. But they seem to be maybe in distress. Seems to be a little bit more commotion like running around than, just them sailing at night.
Tavern!
But something to remember, even with your rolls and everything, that a full complement on a ship this size would be about 30 to 40 men. where you have about 18.
Okay. Captain, the perchance off the starboard bow. It's about the same size and as well equipped as we are. It is well lit. There are people running all about. And don't forget, if it's the same size, there's probably a lot more of them than us.
Well, the crew running around about the ship seems like they may be in distress.
Or preparing to kill us.
What say you, Captain?
A full complement would definitely be a boon to us. But I say we make for part.
Okay. I shall do that, Captain.
We're all gonna die.
Lucky, roll me a stealth.
Or no, make for port as in rickety squibs.
Still want a stealth?
Yes.
Still trying to get away.
Okay.
Much better.
Yeah, you guys leave them behind you. Their ship seems to be kind of sailing, a perpendicular direction, but doesn't seem to cross your path. Maybe you are kind of crossing its wake, so to speak, and you guys avoid the perchance.
Actually, can I backtrack a little bit?
Yeah.
I'll just say raise the lights back up and make sure that we're visible and see if they signal to us.
By the way, do they have colors up?
You didn't notice any colors, just normal sails.
Okay.
I want to make sure that if they are hostile, I want to keep enough distance so that we might be able to outrun them. But also,
Okay.
if they signal distress, then we might be able to see it.
Could be a trap if they signal distress, though, Captain.
Yeah.
It is true, but having allies in this ocean might not be too bad neither.
Or it could be allies with Barnabas, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Pirates see weakness and they take advantage, sir.
Have I heard of the perchance? Is that a well-known ship?
You can roll me a sailing lore or a pirate lore, whichever one of those you have. Or I guess I'll take a society as well, whichever one.
I think society and sailing lore are the same, so 21.
Okay. With that, the perchance itself, you don't think you've heard of that ship, but
What was the roll?
A 21.
No, I mean, what was the roll?
Oh, to identify if he knows the ship or the
Yes,
captain or
no.
anything like that.
But what was the
Sailing
roll?
lore.
Sailing lore.
Thank you. I want to roll too, please.
Yeah, anybody can. Sailing lore, pirate lore, or society. With the 21, you think it's probably a merchant vessel? Holy crap.
I mean, it's just a 20. Number 6, 5, something like that.
Slippy, you would know that the perchance is an interesting vessel. They have run the black flag before, but they're not really known in port peril. They're known to kind of skate the outsides in some of these other ports, and it is both kind of a merchant vessel, but has also been known to raise the black flag to be a pirate.
Mhm.
You don't think that it is aligned with Harrigan or anything like that.
Harrigan, that's his name.
Barnabas Harrigan was your previous captain. The captain's name of this ship, you remember, is a catfolk. A kind of an orange tabby-looking catfolk who's supposed to be extremely deadly. You've heard that
Ooh.
there have been a few, maybe you were in one of these smaller islands when the ship came to port. And
Did Slippy have a friend on that ship by any chance?
with a 20, yeah, definitely. Maybe you made friends with one of the crew on that ship.
Okay.
That sailed under this catfolk, this kind of orange tabby catfolk, and the story you heard was that her claws are as fierce as her tongue. She can
Oh.
She is both a extremely well-known negotiator as well as a very dangerous person to cross blades with.
Oh, I thought you meant something else. Anywho,
I mean, you know, you
Cat
never
tongues
know.
are like sandpaper.
I know of this ship and its captain. She's a fierce fighter. And they sometimes are pirates as well, but they're also merchants.
Definitely not someone we want to cross swords with, it seems.
No, probably not. Not with a full complement. I do think I know someone on there, though, but that ain't gonna stop them from whooping your ass,
And
so to
her
speak.
name, just because I hit the random name generator for Catfolk, will be Captain Poit. Poyte.
Captain Poit. Fierce with a blade and a tongue.
Sounds sexy.
Not that kind of tongue.
I'm good with my tongue.
Not that kind of tongue.
But yeah, the same kind of description I had with the stealth roll. As you guys roll past and the ship doesn't seem to make a move to cut you off or turn in your direction or anything like that. If they made you, they are either dealing with something else or are on another mission, or they didn't notice you at all.
It does not look like they are giving us any notice or pursuit, Captain.
Very good. We make for rickety squibs.
All right.
On it, Captain.
Yeah, that evening
Maybe they're
goes
headed there too.
uneventful, and the rest of your journey to Squibs goes uneventful as well. And you guys kind of arrive to this southern area. Do you want to approach Squibs during the day, or so like on the third day, or do you want to approach in that second evening when you would be arriving?
Can we get Can we get a safe distance away and still be able to see what ships might be in the harbor?
So as you get closer, and you're consulting with Sandra, your kind of officer group, Jack will be like, well, I've been to Rickety Squibs a few times, and it's kind of a hidden area. It looks as if it's up. Well, it's kind of hard to explain. It feels like it is upriver, but the river is deep, and it's kind of almost inland a little bit. So it's almost a hidden entrance. You kind of have to be in the cove to see if there is any ships. But last time I was there, you definitely don't pull into Squibs unless the warning tower gives you the okay.
Arr.
So they'll let us know. The idea is that it's anonymous. If somebody has stolen a ship, they don't want any known pirates there that know that they're getting a ship squibbed. So they do a fairly good job of navigating ships in and out.
What I say we make our way right into port. Sounds like they're not too keen on asking questions.
Oh no, as long as you have money and
Silly.
gold to pay, why would they care?
You heard the captain. Make way.
Aye, aye. First mate.
So I guess the same question then. Are you arriving at night, or are you arriving in the morning, or something like that?
Night would be better.
What was that, Slippy?
Night would probably be better.
I'll take your counsel into account. Alright,
How
I say
gracious of
we
you, Captain.
arrive at night as well.
Right. I will then take perception checks from everybody as you kind of start to pull into, and like kind of Jack said, I was gonna say holy 20s tonight, guys. But
Hope
not
that
so
wasn't my
much.
only 20. Wasted on a perception roll.
Gears, you see the tower, and from the distance that you guys are kind of coming in at night, it's almost like a lighthouse, but isn't as bright, isn't as tall, and you notice that there are a couple flags starting to be waved, kind of thing. And you guys can continue sailing in, and I'm going to bring us to the map.
Squibbies.
Very good.
So you are a little bit off map at the moment. This A1 is the kind of tower that Gears points out. That is, there seems to be some activity going, and you do see some flags being changed. And by the time you guys kind of pass this little peninsula, you can see there is a longboat right about here. And it seems to be kind of waving a flag at you. Kind of a stop, like a red flag.
There we go. Hoist the mainsail. No, wrong way. Stop the boat.
I try to stop the boat, but I can't control the mast while I'm steering.
Yeah. You guys slow the boat down, and you see a
Hard to port.
a small longboat pull out. There looks to be about 9 sailors on it. They seem to be coming up to your boat, and you hear a gentleman say, "Hello there. It's rare we have people come by night."
Captain Cokenstache. Pleasure to meet you. We just popped into town.
Yes, well, may I board, and me and my company board, to make sure you are of no ill repute?
How many are ye?
There's 9 of us, 8 of
Since
us.
motive.
Yeah, you guys can if you want.
I thought this was a port of ill repute.
Sorry, let me show.
Not very good.
Dang it.
I mean, you're looking down at this long ship. It's longer than a rowboat kind of thing. It takes 2 guys to kind of paddle it out. And the gentleman, obviously you can't see him too well in the lantern, but it looks like an older gentleman. He's a little hunched. And you guys, I mean, it seems normal protocol. If you're probably, ripping off shopping boats, you're probably going to want to inspect a boat and its, crew first.
Here, come on aboard.
And I'll use my peg leg and kick the rope ladder down.
Yeah. And so, this older gentleman missing a bunch of his teeth, kind of wearing nice blue leathers and stuff like that. White hair, kind of these golden medallion earrings that have skulls on them, and he is adorned in jewelry and such. Comes up the rope ladder with ease, followed by 6 of the other men who are on the long boat there, and they all look like they are well-hardened sailors. They all have like daggers on their sides, and they kind of are standing in that like bodyguard security way. He goes, "Captain Cokenstache, pleasure. The name is Rickety Hate, and I run Rickety Squibs here. And I'm assuming you're here for a purpose."
Well, we're here for your namesake. Not hates, but squibs.
Ah, yes, this is quite the fine ship. I was giving it the eyeball on approach, or at least the best I could in the evening here.
Yeah, we just kind of found it,
I'll wink with the
yes.
eye that's covered by my eye patch.
And he goes, "Well, I will tell you what is it, the man's promise? I've never heard of such a ship, but somebody has if it's been on the seas. So we can definitely do something about that if you had another name in mind. But that is something we can discuss later. It is late, and I am sure you and your crew here would like to be off the ship and maybe partaking in some well-earned rest and whatever the fine things that Rickety Squibs has to offer. So,
Are any shops open?
this evening, Probably not. Everybody's probably closing for the evening. The Hall of the Commons is always open, and that's where you'll find food and entertainment and as much as you can drink.
Arr.
But before we send you over to the boathouse to get the ship on the dry dock, I guess we must talk price. Wilhelm, will you roll me a D8 plus 3, please?
D8 plus 3.
All right. You, from everything that is already on the boat, plus kind of the bulk plunder and stuff you guys got from the island, you will have 7 plunder. Effectively, each plunder is technically, when you're dealing in trade or anything like that, it's going to be 1,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit.
Just to kind of something to keep in mind. He goes, right. Well, a ship this size, squibbing will cost a couple days and probably be about 4,000 gold pieces.
Double holy shit.
Didn't we have some like plunder?
I thought we had a lot of plunder.
I
You
guess it didn't get
guys-
added. Maybe I didn't add it.
Well,
into
the-
Not that much.
The plunder is effectively just like your trade's good, so it's going to be.
Oh, that's what we have right now. The 7.
Yeah. So you have
Oh,
you
okay.
have 7 plunder. Each plunder point is, for the most part, worth about 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'll
And
just
he
put
says-
that. Go ahead.
And he goes, it'll take about 7 days to squib a ship this big.
Holy
And obviously, you and your
Goddamn
men
nice.
are welcome to stay, obviously, here at Rickety Squibs. Rooms and board is free, but you will be buying your own food and alcohol. You mentioned shops. There is some shopping to be had. But I wouldn't say that it's going to be the equivalent of Port Barrel or anything like that. But you never know what you may find. Some people lose all kinds of things in gambling and stuff here.
Sounds
Is
fun.
there any way to speed that time up, say with a little more gold to sweeten the deal?
Well, I guess. I mean, at the worst, I will put it this way. Obviously, my men will work as diligently as they can, and if we come across a nice streak of working, we might be able to get it done sooner, but there's a lot that goes into squibbing a ship. Also, and he kind of leans in a little bit, not really being any quieter, but he leans in and he goes, if there's, for another 500 gold pieces, I can add a few smugglers' spots to the ship, if you would like. Doesn't waylay any time, as we can do it while we are squibbing the ship, but it, makes it a bit harder to see some of the well-earned treasure.
Does it affect the speed of the ship? Will it increase the weight, make it sit lower in the water?
No, generally it doesn't. If you're carrying that much great valuables, you're in danger anyway, but I have never heard that it has made a ship any slower.
What do you say, gang? I say we go for it. You never know who we'll run into out there.
Let's do it.
Seems like a good investment.
All right.
What do you say, ye scallywags? What say ye to a little bit of R&R?
The rest of the crew is like, yes, Captain, we would love that. It's been quite the journey here, and since before that.
And I'll hold out my hand to Rickety Hates and say,
Partner, you've got yourself a deal.
Good. Well, and he kind of looks back and he goes, I'll tell you what. Getting a ship on the dry dock during the evening is not quite what I would want to do for the night. Your men are more than welcome to come in. We've got spots on the longboat. We can send a few out for you, but we'll get the ship in the morning, and we'll get to work right away.
Perfect.
all right. And yeah, just make our way into port.
Perfect. Yeah, so first thing you notice is he brings you to the boathouse. And it is 2 piers extended out into the river from a long, rough, cut wooden planks, large openings. It's kind of a bit of a rundown. You can tell that it is pretty sturdy, but they don't change out the decking very often. Ropes, pulleys, and other equipment common to what you would see in a boathouse. And then he takes you not too far into the commons. This is a once grand building with broad wings extending from its ground floors that stands at the end of the docks kind of thing. It's got this big dome kind of topped with a cupola. It looks like it's a couple stories in one area. It was obviously at one point a fine villa, but obviously time and being out in the sun and not being well maintained, paint is fading, boards are cracking, and it's kind of a gray ghost of itself. Although above the door there is kind of a board that in very bad handwriting reads Rickety Squibs. And you can kind of see around it are some less well-maintained hovels and sheds and kind of built out of flotsam and jetsam, some buildings and houses and stuff like that. Everything's kind of merges into the jungle. It's kind of behind this little sanctuary here at the end of this river.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, the common room is quite popping at the moment. There's probably a good 40 people or so in here enjoying drinks and food and kind of having a merry little time. Your crew heads off into it and kind of gets lost quickly in the everything going on. Is there anything in you guys would like?
I just kind of want to check out the tavern and like meet new friends because Lucky is a good boy and wants new friends.
I DM'd you what I want to do.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere in here that a man might find some company?
Well, we're not known to have any ladies of the night here, although there are a few women that work for me, Rickety will say, but they're gonna be a little bit more rougher, I think, unless that's what you're into. And you kind of see there are some women who definitely are, blue collar type, running around drinking with the men.
I don't think I trust a port for pirates with no horse.
Well, if you look, this isn't really much of a port. There's really 3 buildings. There's the boathouse, the dry dock, and the commons. And then there's a bunch of ramshackled houses kind of scattered throughout.
Well, Rickety is enticing as that offer is. I prefer the company of professionals.
And he kind of nods knowingly. And he goes, well, I'm off. I will see you in the morning. And of course, I will be around between dealing with business. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with while you are here.
Yar. Means yes.
He nods and seems to like walk off. Maybe to his ramshackle house or something like that. Somewhere else.
And how long did you say that this was going to take?
7 days.
7 days.
7 days. Okay.
7 days.
Okay. Well, I think that Wilhelm is going to spend the night in revelry and getting to know his crew better. Now he feels as though, now that he is responsible for them, he wants to get to know them better and build more of a sense of trust with them by showing that he is kind of one of them.
Yeah.
Gears will stay sober and watch his captain's back as he waits for the shops to open.
And Lucky is going around making friends.
Wait, so does Gears get like? He doesn't get drunk though, does he?
I can technically get drunk. It says I'm basically like a regular creature when it comes to those sorts of things.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's very weird. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's like Bender, he needs alcohol to survive.
Exactly.
Right?
It fuels my power core.
Yeah, you guys pass the evening by pretty quickly. Again, there's quite a few. You find out that Rickety Hake really only has about a dozen workers. And then there's people who just kind of live here on Rickety Squibs. There's about another 15 to 20 people who are have made their way here and maybe hope to test their luck on a ship that is being squibbed, hoping maybe to become part of a crew. And if that is something you are looking to do, there's 3 ways you can do it. You can bluff to kind of trick sailors. You can be diplomatic and do a diplomacy to kind of convince, or you can intimidate to press gang. If you are looking to recruit, that will take a whole day and one of those 3 checks. And that will kind of, based on that, we'll kind of guide how many people you can maybe persuade to join. Slippy, will you roll me a perception check?
Yep.
And while he's doing that, can you remind me what were the 3 checks that it was gonna require?
What is? I think it's so diplomacy, intimidate are 2, and then the other one, deception.
20 bone.
Right.
If I want to intimidate, that would be the only good one I have had. I tried to convince people.
Since you are somewhere where there are people looking to be on a crew, the DC won't be as high if you are to do a diplomacy. Just because there are people, you just basically have to convince them why you, and not wait for another ship kind of thing. Slippy, you notice that, maybe you're sitting here talking to different of the pirates and whatnot, and there's another Gripply, maybe? Her eyes are a little buggier, little
You saying I got bug eyes?
speckled. No. Well, you might, but yeah, there seems to be another Gripply, not too far from you, who's kind of been staring at you all night. She's got this kind of red spots, kind of this darker green skin with this red spots, almost giving the appealing that she has red hair, wearing glasses, and seems to be scribbling kind of in a book. But you do notice that seems kind of to be staring at you all evening.
I give it an eye.
And you see that her face turns more red, and she quickly, kind of like almost slamming her face into the book, puts her head in the book.
Oh no, she's retarded.
Just your type.
And Wilhelm, at some point during the night, when you're kind of just meandering and talking to people, a sailor will come up to you, middle-aged, missing a couple teeth, has got some bruises and kind of a little bit of a lisp, and is up, you Captain Wilhelm? Yes.
Yarg.
Well, Captain, me name's Smitty Werbenjager Manson Jensen, and I want to be part of
Smitty
the
Werber
crew.
Mager Manson Jensen.
Werbenjager Man Jensen, yes.
Werben Jaeger Man Jensen.
It's
All right.
It's a tough one, I know, but ever since I was born, me mom's been saying it in my ear, so. But I want to be part of your crew. I hear things from the other men on the crew, and I think you'd be a good captain.
Tell me, Schmitty Werber Jaeger Men Jensen.
Let's call him Smitty for God's sake.
I'm gonna make a point to say his full name every time I address him. Look here, sailor. What talents do you have?
What talents do I have? Well, I had the best knotted rope you'd ever seen. I've got eyes like an eagle. And he kind of looks at you wide-eyed as his eyes dilate a little bit.
I lean back a little bit.
And he leans in, kind of like exhales in your face, and it just reeks of just stale alcohol. And he goes, I know where there's treasure, but I only really want to tell a captain that I can fully trust. And you seem like the rightful man.
Can I roll a sense motive on this asshole?
Yeah.
Should Gears do it too? Because he's right there, watching it out for his captain.
Yeah, Gears, go ahead and roll me a sense motive if that is something you would do.
Right.
If that's something you would do, you don't have to.
No, Gears is too busy making sure no one comes after the captain in this new and strange place.
Where's sense motive again?
No, but I would sense motive because this guy might have a dagger on him. I am sense motive.
Goddamn thing.
You know what? I think I'm gonna doubloon that.
I can't see my roll.
Yeah, I'll
There
reveal
it
him.
is.
Slippy slips off to go to the little Slippy room.
The little Slippy room.
Okay. Yeah, you know, with the 22 and a 23, you do... One thing you notice is everybody here is armed. This is kind of like... But everybody is pretty casual. You know, eyeing up most of the sailors here. You think that if somebody were to start trouble, everybody would, you know, probably be against them. So you would most likely be outnumbered. Unless you came here to cause trouble. Trouble probably doesn't really happen all that much. It probably does. But this place kind of gives that sense of pirateness, where if you cause trouble where you shouldn't, even though this is a place ran by pirates, probably gonna look real bad on you. So you
Hold
see,
on, Captain. I have a plan. I hand the dude a piece of rope.
and he
Show us what
takes
you
it.
can do.
Well, what? And he looks at you, Gears, and he goes, "You are a robot man."
I'm the first mate. That's all you need to know.
He kind of stands. He goes, I kind of stands up straight. And he goes, "I apologize, sir. I did not know." And he goes, "What? Pardon me, but do you have a favorite animal by chance?"
A shark, of course.
"Oh, a shark is a good one." And he starts fiddling with the rope. And with your sense motive, yeah, he seems pretty ecstatic. He wants to be part of the crew. Is the mention of, a treasure somewhere? Well, you think he thinks there's treasure somewhere that he knows about. So he's not lying. And about within like a minute, he gives you back a rope that is knotted and shaped like a shark. And he gives it back to you, Gears, and he goes, "If you pull the tail there," and you pull the tail, and like the claw or the front of it clamps down and tightens.
My
against
eyes
you.
go wide. Hire this man, Captain. Hire this man right away.
Can you do a poop loop?
Poop loop. Well, I don't have to go right now.
He's funny too, Captain. I like him. He made a shark.
All right, Smitty, we'll give you a chance. But just know this. I've already keel-hauled one sorry bitch who crossed my crew. I'm not afraid to do it again.
He like gets serious for a moment and looks at you and goes, I've never heard something said that inspires me to want to work under such an honorable pirate captain." And there's like one little like kind of shallow tear that like falls down his face.
You're a weird one, but you can damn sure tie a rope.
Schmitty Werber Jaegerman Jensen, welcome to the crew of the
Yes.
heretofore unnamed ship.
Good. Well, then I'm glad to be the first one for the hereto there named ship. Is there anything I could do for you this evening, Captain? Do you need a fresh blanket or anything like that.
What'd that mouth do?
No, Captain.
I'm just
Professional.
I'm just joking.
I can, and he goes, "We can oil up a rope for you." And he kind of nudges your shoulder a little bit.
We need someone to work the HR of the ship.
I say, you take these gold pieces and you get yourself and the crew another round.
And at that point, Slippy wants to jump up and perform and dance and sing and tell stories about how brave and awesome he is, how he saved his friends, and impressed the little red-faced frog girl, and everybody else will listen to him.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a performance.
I shall do so. 20, come on, bitch. Come on, now I do shit. I'm gonna spend a Dubloon on that,
Dubloon.
because Slippy can't be fucking up his bread and butter. Ain't no butter better.
I like how usually the only thing he rolls bad on is performances.
Performance.
20? Hey, that 20 is a
keep
solid performance. And yeah, you do this rousing tune. What is it?
Flipping
Is this
around.
like what's this song? Is it something about the the crew now? Is it something Slippy uses?
The Ballad of Slippy, how he saved his friends in the whatever the hell that cave was.
Can
Gotcha.
can I
Still
roll
okay.
also to support him, kind of be a hype man for his performance?
Me as well, since Slippy is my best friend.
Yeah,
Why
you
y'all
guys
gonna
you
fuck up
guys
my
can
performance?
roll performances as well.
We're hyping it up. We're getting people really into it. We're letting you take the center. We're just hyping it.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky if you want to roll a performance.
Sorry, we're being your hype man. Jeez.
Oh, I fucking suck.
That's okay. Lucky's a little off tune, but Gears will say kind of helps out at certain parts and maybe does some theatrics to improve your performance. And yeah, you get the whole commons watching you and is enthralled with what's going on. And there's a few other people that kind of catch your eye, Slippy, as you're paying attention to this little red-haired Gripply, as we'll call her. She is just sitting on the table, eyes big,
She's like a
watching
red,
you.
whatever. Let's call her Ripley.
Ripley. All right. Well, for the moment, she is Ripley. She is just kind of, hands on her chin, just watching you, not even noticing the things going around. There's
What's Sandra doing?
Clapping and cheering and, kind of helping out as well with the
That
performance.
bitch.
And you notice that there is a jet black catfolk who's kind of been sitting in the back corner, boots on the table, who makes eye contact with you and gives you a few nods. And then there's, Smitty will come up to you and be like, "Aye, Slippy, that was a great song. I wish I would have been there. But I'm glad to hear that we'll have more adventures like that."
Oh, well, thank you, Smitty Sloppy Manjism.
That was close. I know the accent's hard. It's the Smitty Werbenjager Manjensen.
Wasn't that what I said?
It was pretty close. It's fine.
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
call you Sam.
I'm a frog. I don't know how to speak well.
But you sing incredibly.
Oh, well, thank you.
Of course. And,
I go,
It's a
talk to
mating
the
call
cat
of his
dude.
people.
yeah.
I slip off stealthily to the cat man.
Yes. He kind of come over and he puts his feet down and sits normally at the table and he goes, "That was quite the song
Stealthily.
there." Yeah, that
Oh,
was.
thank you, sir.
no,
Who might you be?
My name? Well, you can call me the Black Blade.
Ah, you can call me Slippy the Blade.
Now, you don't have a Black Blade, do you? Because then we would have to get in a copyright conversation here.
Nope, no Black Blade. Just a bloody blade.
It's good. That isn't good to hear. I enjoyed your song and your crew, your friends there. Seem to be
Oh.
quite up-and-coming pirates from what I can tell.
Well, let me ask you a question. Are you looking for a crew? I mean, to be on a ship?
No, I guess I've been here at Rickety's so long and have not seen any crews worthy of my attention that I guess I haven't thought about that. But you and your friends seem like they might be worthy to join.
Well, they're definitely looking for some people, probably even more after tonight, but yeah, I'll put in a good word for you if you like, sir. What are you good at?
Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I know my way around a boat. I know my way around a blade. He kind of takes a kind of curved knife out and sort of, juggles it a little bit in front of you very quickly.
Impressive. Most impressive. Well, I tell you what, I'll put in a good word for you, and I'm sure you'll fit in fine. By the way, do you know anybody looking for crewmates as well?
There's a handful of them here that are. There's a few that
No. I'm saying another ship that needs crewmates.
Not that I'm aware of. You've been the first boat that has come through Squibs in quite a while now. And I guess, the watchtower there will flag when there are other ships. So I guess while you are here, no other ships will come into Squibs.
Oh, is that how that works? Oh,
Yes,
that's
it's kind of a honor system, You don't really, if you're here to squib a ship, you don't really want other pirates to know what you look like and then see your ship and call it in. And, as much as they say a man is good for his word, pirates tend to bend that quite a bit. But
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, sir.
and then you get into
Well,
this
I
whole
think so.
revenge thing, and it turns into a mess, honestly.
Yeah, well, yeah, revenge can be messy, that's for sure. By the way, sir, how many toes do you have? On one foot, I mean. It's just a weird question we ask people.
The normal amount for my people. I
What
don't
is
know.
that? I don't know many. I only know a couple.
How many toes do cats have?
I think they have
I would
4.
imagine they have 5.
They have 7.
They do not have 7.
Cat. I have a cat with 8 toes on 1 foot.
Well, I mean, some cats are
What
retarded
about
and got
that?
extra toes, but
We called him mittens because it looked like he had mittens
Okay.
on.
And he
I thought they had 3.
he goes, well, I guess I have 5. And he kind of, does a little thing with his hand, and he goes, my feet of 4.
match. Okay. Well, just checking. Thank you. I'll see you later, buddy. I'm
Okay.
gonna put in a good word with the Capitan.
I would appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Uh,
Hey, Cabin. Oh, sorry.
oh, no. If you're gonna roleplay, go right ahead.
Hey, Cabin. We got a pretty talented catman back there wants to join the crew.
Where
Call
he
him the
be?
Black Blade.
The Black Blade. Have you surveyed him, vetted him properly?
I mean, he showed me what he got. He's pretty handy.
Is he black or is his blade black?
Both, actually.
Cool.
Well, Slippy,
That'll
I
meet
trust
our
your
quota.
judgment.
Well, you should. Slippy knows shit.
I say, if he gets your pass, he's on the crew.
Yeah, he's a good dude. And he doesn't have 7 toes, so what's his name ain't gonna kill him.
Aye, very good. We don't need no mongoloids on the crew anyway.
Well, I mean, you still got lucky.
Oh!
Fair point. You're a
yeah,
good boy.
and you, Slippy, you turn around, and this little Gripply is standing right there, like the most silent. Not a natural 20 perception check would have heard her or
Holy
saw
shit.
her creeping up on
Retarded
you.
but stealthy.
Kiss
How
her.
you doing, darling?
Kiss her.
You, my name's Karma. You have a
I
you have a
stand by what I said.
you have a really good voice.
Oh, thank you. You have nice red spots.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they get a little bit brighter when it's summer. The sun, I think, does it to them.
Are you related to the Kennedys by any chance?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, just checking.
I've been here at Squibs for for most of my life now, I think.
Then this is gonna be a strange question. But why do they call you Karma?
Well, a wizard once came to town who
Oh shit.
specializes in ice magic, and he gave me that nickname.
Yeah, but why?
I don't know. It just
Interesting.
it just
Well,
stuck.
anyway, you wanna have a dance?
I
grab her and just start making her dance.
Okay. Yeah, and she just is like floppy, nervous, shy. She's like holding this big kind of book, so it's kind of awkward. No, and
kinda
that's
suck.
and she is just smitten with you. She goes, "Do you and she like flips a couple pages in her books and rips one out and gives you one, and she goes, I heard, well, I had a there was a ship here, and they told me about an island, and there's supposed to be a really good treasure, and I want you to, hopefully you can look for it."
Okay, thank you. Do you know where this island is?
Well, actually, yeah, she kind of like straightens up and gets serious and like throws this big tome on the table, and it hits with like a thud. And she flips a couple pages, and it's like one of the shackles that it looks like she's drawn, and it's extremely detailed. And she's
talented.
Oh yeah, like this, it has all kinds of like little ports and little notes everywhere, all over the place. And there is one in this Otaku Island, kind of south of Rapier Bay, right here, kind of in the middle of the island, kind of on this tip of this little spot. And she goes, supposedly there was an old pirate fortress. It seems kind of far inland for a pirate fortress, but I guess it used to be, it was a couple, it was somebody who was an admiral, and he had a couple ships that he had dragged onto land and built up in this mountainous area here, and that his treasure is still there, or maybe it was the fortress is still there. But that's what they talked about. And he goes, and that's what I do. I listen to stories, and I make notes, and I draw on the maps where I think some of these places are, because I want to go out and see all these places one day.
Wow. Let me ask you a question first.
Yes, I will marry you. I mean, what?
No, I was asking you how many toes you had.
Oh, it's not her feet.
Prerequisite question.
I guess 3.
That's enough. All right. Well, what else? What do you bring to a crew other than nice maps and treasure locations?
Well, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been out of Rickety Squibs, but I bet I could out-navigate anybody.
Really? You think you can steer a ship better than a retarded dog?
Oh, I don't know if I could actually pilot a ship very well, but I could definitely.
Oh, but you can navigate.
I can, make heads or tails of the weather and things like that. I could definitely inform the captain and the pilot and whoever else, where we need to go, and landmarks and everything like that. I can make sure you're never lost at sea.
All right. Let me keep that under my hat for now. I'll get back to you on that, sweetie.
I'll just be over here with my book.
I get her a drink. What would you like to drink?
Oh, ale is fine.
I get her the finest ale that this shithole has.
Get her the Cosby Special.
I get
for being a shithole, this place had really good food and has really good alcohol.
Oh, okay. I'll get her the good shit then.
Yeah, you guys, are making friends with the workers and stuff like that, and you find that, that's the plunder and stuff that they get to squib ships is how they kind of maintain this place, whether it's, food, whether it's livestock, whether it's alcohol, fabrics, textiles, things like that. That's generally how this place does business.
Nice.
So.
Well, you didn't make it sound like they had good shops, so I figured it was kind of shitty.
Yeah, they don't have great shops, but there are, a few smaller huts that are that do some common trading, and there's some stuff you can find. Maybe somebody sold or lost a bet, so there might be some good items that somebody who lives here has to be willing to trade.
I keep that map under my hat for the moment.
Yeah. How about you, Lucky? What are you doing this first evening at Rickety Squibs?
I'm trying to make friends and see who wants to join this join the crew.
Yeah. Tell you what, I will take. Well, how would you like to convince people to join the crew? Deception, diplomacy, or intimidate?
Well, I would prefer intimidation because it's a +9, but I feel like if I'm trying to make them my friend, it's got to be like diplomacy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that diplomacy.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
roll.
you go ahead and roll me a D4 plus 2.
Six.
That evening, you get 6 people besides the ones that you guys have specifically talked to, besides Smitty and his Black Blade. To once the ship is successfully squibbed, they will sail out with you.
I also check how many toes each of them have.
They all either are missing toes or have the normal complement of toes.
Don't they wear boots?
That's impressive to have 4 toes.
They got no shoes on.
Well,
We
I
made
mean,
them
some
take
of
off their
them,
shoes.
some of them pull their shoes off.
Okay.
So right now we've got 12, not including us. So another 8 would be what, 24
That's decent.
total, including us. And a full crew is how many?
30.
30.
We have 13, and then
Areta is dead.
oh yeah, let me take her off of there.
Very dead.
True. Got that. So there's 12 there, and then in your party, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yeah, and then there's so I put all the officers in your party just so we can separate them. Oh, you're good.
Jack.
So there's 7 in the party, 12. Yeah, so you got 19, and then yeah, you get 8 more, so you have what, 27.
27. That's pretty good.
And again, you can do that pretty much every day while you're here until recruit almost everybody. Just remember that. But that is your kind of daily action, if that is what you want to do. I'm doing it tonight because you guys have been rolling really well on some of these other rolls. So yeah, is there anything else you
I
guys
need
would
to
like
report to Iguana Montoya that everybody has normal amount of toes or less.
Yeah, you see him. He kind of is. He's sitting there, maybe smoking a cigar. He goes, "I have been checking toes myself. But nobody here is the man that I'm looking for, which is fine."
I didn't find nobody either in Mana. Monotovia.
I really appreciate the fact that you are checking these things for me. For I would hate to wake up one day on the ship and see a man with 7 toes. Because he would have to die.
Well, I figured you needed the help since you lost your eyeball in that cave.
Surprisingly, it has not stopped me. You're over here and he's kind of like looking off a little bit. He goes, "It has not stopped me as much as you would think."
No, that's good, but I figured we'd give you a hand.
I appreciate it, my friends. He goes, "Please have one of these cigars. I rolled them myself not too long ago."
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Thank you. I shall try this. And I look over at Slippy. How does this work?
You stick it in your butt and you light it, of course.
So I'm like, okay.
Lucky, I see you are a gentleman of some renown. The old butt smoke. That is a tough one.
Yes.
It really wakes you up, though, in the morning.
And after he does that, I put mine in my mouth and start smoking it and drinking from my big mug of ale.
What?
My,
I am surprised
what's
with
your
a
name, mug?
tail
Rosie
like
mug.
that. I'm surprised with a tail like that you would risk such a maneuver.
I just did what Slippy told me to do.
Yes.
First time for everything.
Slippy is a man of class. Then he kind of like looks off, 1,000-yard stares off, kind of past everybody, further into the common room. But
He
the
goes
night,
to find more toes.
the evening goes on uneventfully, and you guys wake up on the first official day. The morning, you can see Rickety is bringing your ship into dry dock. You guys go down there and watch. He sort of takes charge and everything, and it takes them, about a good half of the day to get the ship on the dry dock.
Can we help and learn these skills by any chance?
Yeah. I mean, you could jump in there and help if you want to. It's all gonna kind of fall under sailing lore.
Yeah, but I want to learn something. Is what I'm saying. Is that possible?
Yeah. You want to like help them squib the ship?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, he has no problem with letting you guys help. It is still going to cost the same just because it is mostly material cost kind of
I just
thing.
want to learn. I don't care about anything else.
Do we have access to the ship? Like outside of just helping on it, can we like move about freely in our quarters and stuff?
Yeah, there's a couple times of the day where they're like, nobody be around unless you're helping. But for the most part, you got to get stuff off the ship. There's not like you can't do that for 7 days. It's that's not an issue.
I would like to spend I'd like to spend my day. Oh, actually, you know what? Come back to me. I thought I wanted to do something, but I need to think about it again.
Gears, what are you doing on the first day?
Gears is going to be hunting down some items he wishes to purchase, talking to people to see if anyone might have them where I could go, or who might have something to barter for what I need.
Can I go with Gears on a shopping trip?
All relatively common items for a normal port, but I know this one is a bit different.
Yeah, you know what? Roll me. Yeah, roll me just like a D100, like a percentile dice. Is there anything in particular you are looking for?
Yes. Hold on. So I am looking for, let me see what it's called. I need a striking rune. I need the belt of good health. And those are the two big ones. And I would like a Aeon Stone if I can find one, but that is not as important as the first two.
I will say you do find somebody that will sell you a striking rune. Although they want... Shoot, these things cost. Striking.
Gonna rake me over the coals, the motherfuckers.
Yeah, they want 100 gold pieces for it.
What does it normally run?
65.
Well, that seems a little steep. I think we can do better than that. Can I roll diplomacy?
I'll take a diplomacy. They go, fine, but because of your friend's song last night and how much fun your crew is, I'll sell it to you for 75.
He's very talented, no? And I think 75 in this market is fair. 75 it is. And I hand out.
Yeah, you exchange 75 gold for a striking rune.
Yes, yes.
Lucky, is there anything in particular you are looking for?
No, I'm just looking for stuff because I got my healing kit already.
Yeah. There's, bits and baubles. They are selling, there's people who are selling gems and jewelry and stuff like that. It's very much like what you think you would find when, you come to a place that mostly does trades and items versus just standard gold pieces. So, good components for any mage-like stuff or anything like that.
I think they would have any lesser healing potions?
You know what? Roll me a percentile dice as well. So D100.
34.
You find one, but again, let's see. Healing potion.
That's Sesame Street.
I don't know who Sesame Street is, Gears.
You
I
do
thought someone
find
was humming it.
somebody with a healing potion, and they want to sell it for 20 gold pieces, which is a little high, but not crazy.
Mm, 20 gold?
20 gold.
What about 15?
Roll me a diplomacy.
I'm not good at those. But my last roll was good, so maybe I get another one. 20.
It tells you the same thing, because your crew is fun, and your friend Slippy Hauk Tuah had a great entertainment for the evening. He will sell it to you for 15.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. And then I give them 15 gold.
Best friend you never had.
And you can, let me see if I can just do it from here. I think you have another healing potion.
Oh,
Sorry.
I added it.
Oh, yeah, you just
I
delete,
had it on
delete
there.
one of them. Yeah.
Okay. And then it won't let, I can't change my gold.
You should just be able to.
Oh, wait, I figured it out.
Just click on the subtract button.
Got it. Sweet.
And then back to Wilhelm.
So I guess question: what are the limits to what I can learn the formula for as it pertains to my inventor skill? Now I do have the alchemical crafting feat. So I assume that I can probably. Can I do that with alchemical supplies, or I guess what kind of stuff can I learn the formulas for to craft?
Over reading it real quick and put down talking about a common formula. Let's see. See, so let me see if archive says made it easier to define what a formula is.
Okay. Because I know that there's also, I was kind of looking into gadgets, but I know that there's also a, I think it's an archetype feat that allows you to, or maybe it's a skill feat. Either way, it allows you to craft gadgets as well.
Okay.
But I didn't know if you needed to, if I should have that in order to use the inventor skill for gadgets as well, or if the inventor just kind of encompasses pretty much everything.
Okay, so the word formula is the way I'm reading this is a little bit like flavor, right? I'm gonna send you a link, kind of lists the gold prices for things.
Okay.
In our Pirates chat, based on their formula level, and so when you're looking at this, it'll give you the item level. So when you are looking at items that fall,
Okay. Okay. So I guess I will look at this, and then I guess for the rest of the day, I'll probably worry about this on the second day or going forward. But for the rest of the day, I think what I'll do is probably am I able to enlist the help of any of my fellow group members?
Yeah, as long as they are not, I would say, trying to gain more crew, hiring and stuff, crew members, stuff like that, or working on the ship. So if they're just like shopping and stuff like that, there's a point you could have said, "Hey, help me with this." No problem. But I'll say hiring crew and working on the ship will be all day actions.
Okay. Well, that's actually what I was hoping to do, was hire crew and kind of just fill out the last few positions that we need to make it a full crew.
Yeah. Are you looking to do bluff, diplomacy, or intimidate?
Well, I'm actually looking to recruit somebody who's good at something, because I'm not good at any of those things.
Okay. But
I would be happy to assist if possible.
I can intimidate if needed.
I
Captain,
would be happy to help the captain once I'm done shopping. My diplomacy is +10.
Oh shit! Yeah, Gears, come with me.
Nerd, first mate. Whenever you're done with your little shopping spree, I need your help with something.
I'm done, Captain. I'm here to help. I'll gamble later. What do you need?
So the aid action, reveal to everybody here, is what anybody who wants to help the main person making this check will roll for.
Okay.
Might be best if I make the rolls and you aid me, Captain.
I think you're right. I'll make the introduction and then you sell them. How's that?
and I kind of just hang out behind them.
I
You
was
can
in
give 'em a
sales
good-
once. We called it the boiler room. It was fun.
Right. Oh, wait.
So where is everybody who's looking for a crew? Are they in the tavern or?
Kind of scattered during the day. Some in the commons. Some are kind of walking around doing stuff. Some are even, helping for a day's wages or something like that too. They're kind of all in this area.
All right. So I'll just have like a rehearsed opening, introducing the idea to them. I'll say,
Hey there, partner. Have you been looking for a crew? Well, we've got just the opportunity for you. Why don't you come in and join our crew? I'm the captain. This here's me first mate, and this here is our navigator, Lucky. He's got a right good tongue. Now, first mate Gears,
Best.
why don't you tell him what sorts of benefits and perks come with joining our crew?
You join our crew and you get your fair share of gold. You get plenty of brew. And when we go to port, you get all the whores you can handle. It's one hell of a ship to be a part of.
when it says choose a bonus from aid, do I click on +1? +2?
Well, roll for it first. So you'll roll a diplomacy.
It won't.
I will
oh,
spend a-
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spend a hero point. Hey,
Ooh.
that's how we do it.
Oh my god.
Oh no, he mossed it.
Well,
you
Dubloon,
messed up by 20.
He
I won't do
mossed it up.
I won't do it. I won't stand for that.
-2 diplomacy? Jeez.
This aggression will not stand, man. All right, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna use all of my doubloons on this.
well, I will tell you, the natural 20 he rolled, you don't really have to use anymore.
All right, fair enough.
I don't need your
So-
help, Captain. Sit this one out.
Yeah,
Yarr.
you think you kind of mumbled through some of your speech there, but Gears gets him in and really sells him. Gears, go ahead and roll me a D4 plus 3.
Baby. Oh no.
All right. Well,
Hero point my roll.
Okay, yeah, go right ahead.
Or doubloon, I'm sorry.
Doo-doo-doo.
Hey,
All right,
a little bit
yeah.
better.
By the end of the first day, you got another 5 kind of sailors and crew here that are looking to join when you guys set sail.
Very nice.
Can any of you make animals with ropes?
By the way,
How
Captain,
about a poop loop? Huh? Yeah, Slippy.
you might want to try and get a few extra in case, I don't know, some get eaten by sharks or killed or something.
You know, Slippy, you and I are of a like mind. Wouldn't hurt to have a few extra, as morbid as the idea might be.
I mean, people die on a ship,
That's true. Good thinking there, Slippy.
Mm-hmm.
I think tomorrow or the next day, or maybe even the next day, or possibly the next day, we'll look for us some more crew, and we'll have more than we'll ever need.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so, 20, your ship, just because I'll get this into, the ship's life, or I'll make another journal for you, so you know the stats of your vehicle here once you, get the name changed. Effectively, your crew can have 1 pilot, and 20 crew is kind of your minimum, and you can have up to 40 passengers on top of that. So you can... your ship can hold about 60 people. You don't need to have that. So a full complement is, 1 pilot and 20 crewmen. But anything above that does have some mechanical benefits. Like if you have enough people to do 2 shifts, you can sail 24/7 and stuff like that. So the more is better to a certain point. But yeah, the first day, it's kind of what you guys are doing. You're, helping out with the ship, recruiting some crew, doing some shopping, and, the first day is pretty uneventful. The one thing you notice, though, this area that you're in is all swamp and jungle, so it is hot, and it is sticky, and it is pretty gross. You hear some of the sailors, during your recruiting thing, be like, it'll be a pleasure to get off this stinking peninsula here. The drought's been horrible this last couple months. It's been drying up the water, and it's just been so unbearably hot. The swamp ass is real.
Well, the best cure for swamp ass is to join the new named ship that is yet to be named.
What do you hand out to Preparation H and some baby powder as part of plunder?
It could be a prize.
Although
You
right
never
now
know.
you gotta be careful, because it'll cake between your legs and you'll bake a sourdough before you know it.
Blech.
I don't have that problem. I have fur, and I don't sweat.
Sounds even worse, to be honest with you.
Speaking of shopping, I sent you a thingamajig.
Okay.
2.
Is there anything in the evening, or just kind of the same pleasantries of the night before? The crew is, getting some nice rest. It's kind of how the commons work is kind of the first floor is tables and entertainment and kind of very, very inn-like setting. And then there's just kind of an open rooms at the top that there are hammocks and bunks and things like that that people are sleeping on. And this place is large enough to hold quite a few people.
I think I'm gonna spend the evening crafting some more alchemical products.
I wish to gamble.
I slip away with the frog girl to do some frogging.
All right. Yeah, you guys notice at one point, maybe you guys see Slippy slip out with the Karma Chameleon. Yeah.
I want to check on our crew too, so see how everyone's doing.
Where is
Yeah.
Sandra during all this? Does Sandra give a shit?
She has been just kind of hanging out. You know, she's not. I mean, if you've asked her to help hire crews, she's kind of enjoying a little bit of a respite herself. You know, she's walking around, you know, crop top shorts. It's hot and sticky, so you know, she's just been kind of enjoying not having to be on a boat, not having to help with a mutiny and things like that. But you know, if you ask her to do anything, she gladly will help.
Yerg, I'm doing the best I can not to objectify my boatswain.
I appreciate that, Captain, but, you know, sometimes I also understand when certain urges strike. I have no problem slapping a man if he gets too forward.
You wouldn't slap your captain now, would you, Sandra?
If I felt he was being inappropriate, I might.
G-hole.
Get off. I imagine that.
And she kind of winks at you when she says it, you know?
I imagine that Wilhelm gets a little red in the cheeks a little bit and, and turns away.
Ah, so the captain might like that a little bit. Noted. And she'll, like, wander off, her and Rosie.
And what's his name? Because he's always following Rosie.
Yeah, and he's a couple feet behind. I got you a new mug of ale, Rosie.
What is this?
So I want to hang out with the crew. I am looking for Owlbear and getting Owlbear a drink.
Yeah, Owlbear is just hanging out. He goes, Lucky. It's nice to see you. Me and Smitty, we're been nigger.
No,
We're just talking about we're just getting acquainted, and the black blade, the black blade here came over and started joining us as well.
Oh no.
I hurt myself
Oh
laughing.
boy.
Well, Warbin Man Jensen Jinger Smitty. Yeah.
The Catman looks at you and says, "What the hell did you say?"
I don't know.
What'd you call me?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, so you know what? I need everybody to make a one sense motive check. Just
Me too.
yeah.
All right.
I'll reveal these as you.
Oh, they hits.
$17.
Ribbit.
You know, Wilhelm, you saw Slippy throughout the day, and he seemed to be doing some shopping and seemed to kind of be running around with a sense of urgency that hasn't really been. You haven't seen much of the crew since you got here, you know, and it wasn't a secret that he slipped out with the Lady Gripply not too long ago. But yeah, you just noticed that he had a strange sense of urgency about him today in this last little hour or so before he took his maybe new lady. Maybe went to go find somewhere quieter for the evening.
And Slippy is not in the bar at the moment.
No, you saw him probably about an hour ago now sneak out with the Lady Karma in tow.
Okay. I'll go to Lucky.
Hey, how you doing there, boy?
I'm doing good, Captain. How are you?
I'm doing great. Say here, listen. Have you noticed anything strange about Slippy here today?
Well, usually he drinks with me, and he hasn't drank with me once since we got here.
Have you and him talked about anything? You do seem to be close, even though he does seem to call you retarded every once in a while.
Well, sometimes he can't help it. We haven't really been talking since the officer meeting.
Interesting. I would say, if he starts acting strange, be sure to let your captain know.
Oh yeah, Captain.
And I'll go over to Gears and kind of more or less say the same thing, but it maybe in a little bit more serious tone.
Like, Gears, did you notice anything off about Slippy today?
He's been a bit moody since we all took our positions, but I don't understand frogs.
Neither do I. I can't begin to understand the inspirations for amphibians. But I say we, I don't want to assume the worst, but I get the idea that he might be up to something.
Should I go look around, see if anything's
No.
going down?
No, he's run off with that other amphibian. I'd say we just, keep an eye on him. No need to disturb him now.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right, and then Lucky, yeah, so you guys are kind of all hanging out with some of the new crew. Yeah, so you guys are hanging out with the rest of the crew. Gears doing a little bit of gambling, and such like that. And yeah, the night passes just like the night before. With a little less revelry, a little more just kind of people hanging out and drinking. Was there something you wanted to do?
Yeah, actually, I would like to. I'm not gonna do a whole lot of revelry tonight, but I think what I will do is create some more glue bombs, real quick.
Okay. Yeah. You go off and create some glue bombs and things of that nature. So using that chart that I sent you, there you go, perfect. Oh, good. It gives you the cost right there. Awesome. As long as you are successful, I think it's half the price, right?
I think it's your attempt successful each additional day spent crafting reduces the. So would I have to spend the entire day doing this?
Crafting sucks in
yeah.
Pathfinder 2e.
Yeah, it would be a day
hard.
action.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just call this. I'll just do the full day. And let's see, discount per day, 8 silver pieces, 8 wet. Okay, I'm not fully clear. So, what's the 6 gold pieces? Is that if I spend an additional day?
Can you throw whatever you're looking at in chat so I can see it if it's on?
I'm looking at
Foundry.
the chat bar here in Foundry.
Okay, so your attempt successful each additional day spent crafting reduces the materials needed to complete the item by an amount based on your level and your proficiency rate. Awesome. Discounts per day, days until no additional. Oh, okay. So, what does a glue bomb cost?
Looks like 12 gold. It's 12 gold pieces for 4.
For 4. Okay, yeah, and if you full cost. No, okay. So it'd be half. It'd be the 6. So yeah. So if you wait. Days until no additional cost is 8 days. Proficiency rank. It's trained.
My
so
house
it's
rule is
2.
half
Okay.
price, but that's just a house rule.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So it's going off your proficiency rank, which is trained, which is 2, which is plus 2. That's why it's saying 8 days. So for you to get discount for
trained
that makes this is a very strange thing we're looking at because it's saying it's 8 silver pieces a day. Not gold.
So I'm like,
there we go. That's why I got messed up there. So it'd be
it's trained in
just
what?
short of a gold. Craft.
I am an expert in crafting.
Then it should be 4, which would then be complete the item. 8 silver pieces. It's just an.
I don't mind
piece,
paying. I can just
whatever.
pay the 12 and call it good.
Yeah, I'll look
for
into
now.
it later and just make sure I'm
Okay.
doing the math right, because now they're mixing up with silver pieces and stuff like that. Yeah, so we'll say, maybe you turn in a little bit early that evening. And there's something, whether you go back to the ship, sleep in your quarters, or wherever it is, you've kind of decided to lay your head while you're here. There's something there for you.
Oh,
What's this?
Was that what was happening, or did I jump too early?
yeah, I
on that?
wanted to talk to them first. But I guess that works. That works. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. we
That'll
can
work
always-
out.
Okay.
Arg, what be this?
What is left for the captain?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 1 second. I have to get it. I thought you had it. Sorry.
Well, this is your thing. I'm gonna let you.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You have a Tidewater cutlass on your bunk. The one from was it Scourge or the other? No, the other. Yeah, Scourge.
From
Which one was
Plug.
it?
Plug was using
Plug,
the
I'm sorry.
cutlass, yeah.
Yeah, it's Plug's sword, and it says Captain Wilhelm on it,
Like engraved into it.
engraved onto like the handle or the blade. Actually, the blade.
It's cursed. Be warned.
Wait. Did I get this? Where is Slippy?
I'll attach it to my
Want to
belt.
do the rest of them too? Or
Yeah,
just him?
well, it sounded like he might have been spending the whole day, so I started with him
Oh, okay.
first.
Okay.
Gears and Lucky, is there anything else? The captain maybe checks off a little early because he's going to spend the day crafting. He saw Slippy disappear with his lady. Other than just hanging out.
I
Is there
keep
anything
watch on the captain.
Okay.
As a good first mate would.
Yeah, so maybe you guys are, bunking next to each other, and there's also something on your cot as well.
Okay.
Lucky or
Oh, we'll start with Gears.
okay, Gears. There's a gold inlaid oil can that says Gears with like 3 exclamation points on it.
I don't trust it. Who would give me a gold can? I poke it with a stick.
It's a good little, oil can.
I put it in my trunk.
It's very ornate.
The rest of my things.
And then, Lucky, when you go off to bed that evening, you also have something waiting for you.
You find a fancy bone on your pillow with gold inlay on it, and it says "Good Boy" on it.
I eat the bone right away.
It's full of gold.
Yeah, you take a bite, and it's metal. It's got some metal in it.
Ow! My tooth hurts.
See, Slippy was right. He is retarded.
And so, yeah, you guys receive these gifts, and a little while later, kind of in the middle of the evening, a little drunkenly, Sandra wakes you up, Captain, and goes, "Where is he? Where is Slippy?"
Sandra, you've caught me in a state of undress. What are you talking about?
He left
What's
this
going on?
for me. And what is it that she produces there, JT?
That poem, I gave it to you. I don't know where it is, man.
Yeah, I got it. I know it's in Discord somewhere.
Oh, did he abandon us? Is he depressed and ran off?
He's getting married to the other frog.
Actually, he probably didn't. I guess he did leave the poem.
He's getting married.
He ran off to find a pond to live in, happily ever after.
The other Gripply's already knocked up.
That's
The
how
scattergun-
Rippies roll.
The scattergun wedding.
Yeah.
So she produces an extremely nice piece of vellum, and on it is a poem. Would you like to read it in Slippy's voice, JT? I put it in the Foundry
Oh, you
chat.
put it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
God damn it. Oh, in the foundry chat? Oh yeah. A ribbit for Sandra Quinn. By the star... my eyes ain't working, man. But let me come over here. By the stars of Besmera, I swear it's true. There's no lass finer than you. Through and through with fire in your hair and steel in your hand, you dance on the waves like you rule the land. From Hagen's crew, you rose to fame, a healer, a fighter, none can tame. With words sharp as cutlasses, swift as the breeze, you make any heart fall down to its knees. Your tricorn hat with its mystical glow, the pride of the seas, as all pirates know, not weighed down by jewels nor chains of gold, but your clothes speaks of riches and stories untold. Oh, Sandra, you read, you drink, and you dance, a treasure more precious than the fate or chance. I'd cross every ocean, fight beasts untamed, to see your smile, to hear my name. So here's to you, with a heart full of cheer, from this bold pirate frog who holds you dear. There's Mars' blessings on every wave. May we sail together again someday, both fierce and brave. Slippy. I can't see. I'm blind.
There's a tear that is running down Wilhelm's face.
That
That was really long.
frog.
I zoned out about halfway through.
As well it should be.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
Frog GPT is really good.
Why would he have left this? I saw him run out with that cute Gripply, but
Jupiter rolls up.
Yeah, Jupiter could be hanging out.
No, I mean he rolls up to y'all. Captain, I must confess. The frog has told me he is gone and not to follow him. He says you did not realize his abilities and goodness and what he could do for you, and his so-called best friend betrayed him. So he has sought piracy elsewhere. He said he bears you no ill will and leaves you gifts to show you as much. But if you go after him, he will leave you no quarter.
I think we lucked out. He sounds like a little bitch.
I'm sorry, who in the hells are you?
Yeah, who?
I am Jupiter Blackblade. Show my cat.
Oh, God. You're making a cat.
Oh, you're the cat.
Jeez Louise. Doesn't get the promotion and he runs
Love
off.
I love it.
What do you mean his best friend betrayed him?
I've lost all respect for Slippy.
I feel a little bad. I asked him what he wanted to do, and he didn't say anything.
He could have been first mate if he wanted. I didn't care.
I mean, I was willing to hold a vote even if he wanted to be captain, but
Well, I
regardless.
think we lucked out because what kind of person could be captain if they can't take rejection once?
And they ran away from their best friend saying I betrayed them.
You make
Doesn't make any
a
sense.
fair point. Jupiter, what happened to your eye there? You got yourself a nice tidy scar.
Well, let's just say the other guy looks a lot worse.
I
you
like
killed
him
the frog?
already.
But he was skilled, so I bear this scar.
Damn it! If you weren't already on the crew, I'd hire you right now.
We got to do something about the dumb name, though. Jupiter?
Just call him Blackblade.
Sounds like a girl's name.
You're made of metal.
Yeah, but I'm not called Jupiter.
That you're not a man or a woman.
I
You're
know a
made of
dancer
metal.
named Jupiter.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're also a cat.
Yeah.
Wait,
Do you spay?
Cat.
what's with all the animals on my damn crew?
I'm not an animal captain.
Oh, you're half shark.
I turned into a metal shark. That's not an animal.
See, Paul the pale looks up and he goes, "I'm an animal captain when you give me a good woman and you give me a good fight. And he like passes out in his little
Go
hammock.
back to sleep there, Paul.
Okay.
I hope
Captain.
they're more professional than this when it comes time for pirating.
Oh
Aye.
God, that's the cat.
We are a tried and true crew. Not tried very much, but we're true.
Out of character. Did you make another swashbuckler?
No.
Oh, thank God. Jeez Louise, that would have been too much for me.
Close though. A rogue.
Oh God.
No, rogues in Pathfinder 2 are pretty badass.
Pretty badass.
He's got so many skills.
Mm-hmm.
Trained, insane.
Mm-hmm.
But yes,
Except for
Slippy-
performance. No performance.
We'll get rid of that. Although now, if you do a performance on this guy, it'll be a natural 20. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Well,
of course.
well, since Slippy abandoned us, he actually did nothing in that cave except die. Just so you know the truth. That whole song that he was singing that we were helping him sing, yeah, all lies. That was me and the captain. Gears went
And
down.
me.
Slippy
Gears
went
was
down.
there.
I see what he means by betrayer now.
Yeah, he lied. He
He
lied to all
betrayed
of
us,
you.
kitty cat.
He lied about the crew, saying he was the best.
All right, settle down. We'll respect his wishes and we'll have no more naysaying of the dearly departed.
He's
But-
dead?
Well, no, he's not dead, but
Did
you know.
you kill Slippy? Is that why your eye is cut?
That is a good question. You didn't kill him, did you?
Me?
Yes, you.
Why would I kill him? He got me the job.
That's a
I
good
had a
question.
cat that used to kill frogs.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Don't ask. Too long.
pretty common.
Have you seen
I think he's a
NCIS?
poison frog.
People kill people for strange reasons.
No, he was a good guy. I wouldn't kill him.
All right. Well, welcome to the crew, officially.
Although he did say I probably would never get a promotion on this ship unless I did something retarded. So there is that. But
Well,
I'm not looking for promotions. I like to pirate for pirating's sake.
What qualifies as retarded in his point of view?
Have you seen the dog?
I mean, he licks me awful good.
Real good at everything.
You know, Captain, that's a little too much information for me.
Well, not that way. Yeah, he's actually got quite a nice tongue. Hold on.
I saw the way he smokes a cigar. He's not the brightest.
Hey,
Just to be clear, I've never
smoked
come
one
near that.
before. Slippy told me what to do.
There's your
Iguana
first
says-
mistake.
And Iguana says it. Well, Slippy was my best friend. Apparently, I was betrayed by him, not the other way around.
I'll keep that in mind.
And Sandra, this whole time, has kind of just been standing there staring at this poem. And you can tell she is like in between ripping it, just kind of throwing it to the side.
Sandra, you must go find that frog that you love. We do not wish to stand in the way of that. Go. Go find him.
I mean,
She kind of smiles and looks at all of you and goes, No. We will see Slippy again on the ocean. I hope Besmara goes with him. But no, when I see that frog again, I will beat the shit out of him. But
Oh yeah.
He seemed
That
like
is
the kind of
another
guy who
day.
might like that.
I'm sure he would. But I have a feeling we'll see Slippy again. I have a feeling it'll be when we need all the friends we can get. As much as you hate Slippy now, none of this was done in hostility. I think he's just looking for more than what he thought was offered to him here. But he is an idiot, and I won't forget that. She kind of like rolls it up and kind of puts it side and turns around and goes, well, I'm going to bed. We have a few days left here, and I plan on enjoying my days off. If you need me, Captain, all you have to do is ask, but if not, I'll be around.
Sandra, before you go, I think I may have thought of a decent name for the ship. An idiot Slippy was, and fools are we. What say you to setting sail on Fool's Gold?
But is it gold?
No, gold. G-O-L-D. Lucky. Damn it.
You know, I'm starting to think this Slippy guy, he knew his shit.
That's up to you, Captain. It is your ship, but I will say I like the sound of that.
Well, we'll confer about it, but it's an idea.
I preferred the Mischief's Maiden, but that's just me, Captain. But Fool's Gold is a fine name. I'll sell on any ship you pick.
As long as I get to drive, I go with whatever name you choose.
Mischief's Maiden. Or Fool's Gold.
Fool's Gold because the captain said it.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? I'm gonna roll a D4. Evens for Fool's Gold, odds for Mischief's Maiden.
Also, Captain, just so we're on the same page, this cat dude doesn't get the same share as the three of us, right? We barely know this fucker.
What about the leap of faith?
You get the same cut as everyone else in the crew.
Oh, I forgot what I said. Evens.
Me too. I'm sorry.
Oh no, chat. What did he say?
I thought he said odds for Maiden's thing and then evens for Fools. I don't remember.
I'm sorry I interrupted, Captain.
Wait,
All right. Well, we'll just delete it. We'll just get rid of that, and then we'll do it again. Do it again. Okay, but this time, you can also do a D2, and it'll just flip a coin.
Oh, that is true. Slash R1D.
What's 1? What's 2 before you do this?
Okay, so 1 is Mischief's Maiden, 2 is Fool's Gold. How's that?
Okay.
the man's promise to the dwarf's disappointment.
Mischief's Maiden it is.
Mischief's Maiden.
A fine name, First Mate.
It's a good name.
Right. Let's...
Can't believe Slippy left.
We should have named it the Lost Slip.
No, we will not name a ship after him.
Leap of Faith.
Well, we could have named it the Coward's Flight if we want to name it after Slippy.
Leap of Faith is a good name.
Well, you have some time to decide, but as of right now, it's Mischief's Maiden. Is that?
Yeah, that works for me.
At the moment, that is it. You know, you are only on day 2 of 7 days of ship being squibbed. So the last thing they do is give it a name. So
we could create like a tournament bracket and just roll coins for all of the names, and the winner goes to the next flight.
We can always name it the Retard.
That's a fine name.
Why would we name it after you, Lucky? Damn it!
No, my name's Lucky.
Oh, that's right.
4D
Captain, I
Viking.
have a suggestion.
Leaping lizards, that's good.
4D Viking has a good one. From the man's promise to the dwarf's disappointment.
Yes.
That's
pretty
pretty
good
good. That's pretty
I
good.
have a suggestion, Captain.
Yes, Jupiter.
What if we duel to see who picks the name, and whoever wins the last duel is the one who chooses the name?
Let me
An
tell you.
honorable, you know, not a duel to the death, just a duel to disarm.
Well, I will tell you something. One thing that makes a good captain is knowing when to pick a fight and knowing when to avoid one. And this here is a fight I know to avoid.
Weren't you all calling him a coward?
So you
Oh no! That was the
Captain,
goblin.
are we sure we want this son of a bitch on the crew?
I don't know. He is getting a little mouthy.
He's a little mouthy.
He has
already,
7
Captain.
toes.
I don't see it getting any better on the ship.
Well, if it's a duel you want,
I didn't mean with you. I meant for everyone to like a tournament to choose the name amongst your your
This is not a
officers.
democracy, Jupiter. This is a pirate ship. The captain has say.
I just thought it would entertain the men to have a choice to pick the name with their skill. This way, you also see who's best with the blade on the crew.
What if they pick a shitty name?
Well, you've already picked a shitty name, didn't you, Gears?
See, I'm not sure about this guy, Captain.
Throw him, Keyhole. Let's go.
He's quite the shit talker. I bet he's good in the octagon.
What pirate isn't a good shit talker? Oh, well,
You know
maybe
what?
the dog.
He might be a little better than Slippy, but Slippy was my best friend.
You keep saying that, yet he
You need
said
to
you
pick better
betrayed him.
friends. He abandoned you.
I should. Ever since we took Wilhelm's peg leg, or the captain's peg leg, and played fetch.
I almost forgot about that. Now I'm mad at you again. Well done, Lucky.
Sorry, Captain.
Honest forgiven. Well, I'll tell you what. If it's a tournament you want, we'll address the crew and see what they think.
I mean, it couldn't hurt. This way you see who's best with the blade on the ship.
I like to run my crew as a pseudo-democracy where I have veto power.
It's your
All
ship,
right.
Cap.
And with that, you guys kind of, finish your discussion of naming the ship, and some of the other crew pipes in, all, on the borderline of being drunk. And so quite a few names are thrown out, and kind of, your little collective around where you guys are crashing. And I think that's where we're going to end the session, I think, tonight, is kind of the scene of, maybe Slippy. What actually, before we do that, let's kind of go back in time a little bit. And Slippy is slipping out of common room with Karma. What's going on there? We're going back to Slippy slipping out of the common room with Karma. And what's the first thing he did? Did he go and plant all these gifts for his friends? Did he?
Yeah, he planted all the stuff before he left, and then he got her, and he dipped up on top of the trees because they're frogs and they can leap and climb, and he can carry her in the trees and climb those trees like they're nothing.
Yeah,
and just dip on top of all the trees.
You sort of go over your plan with her, and she goes, "Well, why? I mean, why now, Slippy? Why not wait? Go back to Port Peril."
Well, I was gonna wait until they were about to leave, but you asked me if I wanted to do it now. I was just like, whatever. I can't stand the.
I couldn't stand to be around him any longer, especially that dog. He's a betrayer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll follow you anywhere in the shackles, Slippy.
Well, we'll just spend a few days out here in the woods, and then we'll go back when they're gone. I still got my spyglass.
Sounds good. And you guys, run off into the jungle.
Brought a pack with us.
And that's kind of, as the episode closes, that's the two Grippleys kind of, swinging and jumping through the trees in this kind of jungle swamp-like land. And we will pick up what happens the rest of the days at Squibs next week.
This show is definitely an anime. Immediately
Sure.
what I thought.
For sure.
I have a question though. What did Lucky do to betray Slippy?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Oh God, what didn't he do?
He didn't back him up to be captain.
He chose you as captain. He
Oh,
chose Gears as first mate. He chose everybody but me for everything, even though it was my plan that did this. It was my plan to go save Sandra and then my plan to sneak behind these fuckers, and he chose everybody but me. He betrayed me. He's no friend. Prove me wrong.
All right, I will. All right, so I said he got the kill, so everybody was chanting his name, so I went with it. I went with the crew. everyone went with the crew, right? So, and then first mate.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that Wilhelm didn't deserve it.
You didn't want to be first mate. You were like me, all crybaby in the corner. So I was like, all right, I'll go with Gears. And I tried to hide it too.
I offered him first mate. I offered it to him.
And you were like, no. Yeah, you were saying you didn't want it.
He was
you
sad.
You were being Slippy was being moody. So Lucky was like, yeah. Slippy
the
was
captain didn't see that Slippy was the right choice after all he did for him, like getting all the people in line, seeing who was good, who was gonna join us, and he didn't see that, so he was like, "All right, well, you don't see what I'm worth." You know
more than anyone else, Slippy. You just think too much of yourself.
That's right. Slippy thought too much of himself. Absolutely. And then the dog fucking just betrayed him.
And to give you a little bit of an insight into Wilhelm's mind, Wilhelm thought particularly that Slippy might enjoy the guns.
No, Slippy didn't want nothing to do with guns.
Interesting. So he had well that lends to his -2 charisma because he had no he had no idea that Slippy had
but felt you had earned it, but he was your best first mate and you didn't see it, so he. It's like, okay, I'm not appreciated here. And then
I mean, he's a robot. Like,
I mean, you've been treating Lucky like shit every single game, even though canonically they're supposed to be best friends.
Frogs do not have developed emotions, so it's okay.
No, but this Jupiter Blackblade is just gonna have to prove himself. You guys,
I wish it wasn't a cat.
Squibs. But dude, when he sent me the photo, I laughed for like 5 minutes. I was like, okay,
he's already been a little bit too mouthy for being a character coming in.
Sassy, he's a sassy black cat, man.
This is a key hole waiting to happen.
Well, hopefully,
get the cat of nine tails out.
I don't know if I have the heart to kill a cat.
Don't worry, Captain. The first mate will do it.
And you wonder why the frog left.
But yeah,
I like Slippy.
I'm excited to see.
I can tell how much you like Slippy, how much you backed him every time. I mean, didn't back him every time.
Hey, I tried to help him with Sandra every single time.
You broke Lucky's heart.
And
Slippy.
I backed him up in all his songs and everything. And his tales. You know.
How much can I sell that can for?
Darth Dave. Frogs don't have thick skin and they don't let water roll off.
That's a good one, Dave.
That is a good one. I like that. But yeah, no, I thought that was a good ending. I just felt like rereading some of this, if they wanted to chase you into the jungle, there was a couple encounters that I could have thrown at the party to have waylaid. So there could have been some. Yeah, that's what I felt like was probably going to happen. And then this way, there's some things that are going to happen that maybe Jupiter gets a chance to prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to kill Slippy.
He'll be much better when we cut out his tongue, Captain. We'll cut it right out.
But yeah, with that, let's kind of go. I'd like to take a quick second, and obviously we'll include a Jupiter on this because he's new to the party. But maybe before you say what you got going on, where you can be found, all that stuff, just a quick little insight into where your character's at. Not necessarily just with the Slippy, but with the whole, the ship is actually being squibbed. You guys get a little bit of respite, getting some stuff like that, talking to all these people. You have pretty much a full complement of crew now. What are your characters kind of thinking? Start with the captain here, Wilhelm. So go ahead and kind of give us a little insight to where Wilhelm's head is at, and then where people can find you and tag somebody after.
So Wilhelm is oh man. So he's I think he's playing it a lot cooler than he feels it, because he's like, this is his first time in a leadership position, and he was kind of just like cheered into it. So I mean, if that's what the people wanted, I guess that's the responsibility that he'll hoist upon his shoulders. But he's nervous, and he hopes that he'll do a good job and he'll do the best that he can. He's very relieved that we were able to get the ship squibbed without incident. He was a little bit nervous about that.
Well,
which is
yet.
Yeah, well, we got it into rickety squibs without incident. We'll say that much. And pretty soon we'll have our own proper pirate ship. He's pretty excited. Got a full crew. So far, he thinks everything is going, despite his lack of charisma and addressing a group of people. So far, everything is going about as well as it could have, except for the fact that he had a valued crew member leave. But other than that, he's feeling pretty good. And then other than that, obviously you can find me here on Tales for the Dragons Tavern. Mondays is Fear of Ages Past. If you haven't already watched it, had a very I don't know how to, I'd say it's like the hallmark of episodes released yesterday. And I loved it so much. So if you haven't gone to check that out, go check that out. I'm also over on Moonskull for Call of Cthulhu and Star Wars. And I'm on Geeks and Gamers Tabletop for March the Dragon Queen. And I will tag Mega.
Why, thank you, sir. So Gears liked Slippy, but now he thinks we dodged a bullet with him leaving.
Like he likes Slippy. Meanwhile, the whole time he's going, Slippy's a bitch. Ah, bitch.
Slippy
Bitch,
did run.
bitch, coward.
Slippy did run a lot in combat, but I liked him. But now he ran once again, proving my point that whenever the chips are down, Slippy goes running. So we dodged a bullet. He would have been a terrible captain, and I think we're better off.
He didn't run from you. He ran to adventure.
I do think Jupiter has a bit of a mouth on him, but we'll see how that goes. But overall, Gears is excited to get a ship. They have a crew. He has a captain he likes and trusts, and he's ready to do some pirate shit. He's ready to get out there, shoot some other ships up, go raid some cities, find some girls, get some chains, and just live that pirate life, because that's what he's about. As far as MegaReacts, you can find me on the Geeks and Gamers channel on Sundays for Strange Winds. You can then find me later on Sundays on JT's channel playing the Rifts game, and I'm melting mines. And then, of course, you can catch me here Tuesdays. Other than that, look me up, MegaReacts, YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, you name it, I'm on it. Check me out. And I will throw it to the only other top crew member left, Biggles.
Hi. So Lucky is really upset that his best friend left, even though he told everybody that it was all my fault anyways. He doesn't like the cat because he doesn't like cats.
It's a dog.
That is why he picked the cat, no doubt.
And he doesn't like cats. So so maybe he'll take him up on that fight.
Interesting.
So maybe we'll see. And then he's really happy that he gets to sail the ship, and he wants to keep getting more and more people to join the ship because he likes having new friends, and he hurt his tooth on the bone, so he's a little sad about that too because he really wanted to chew it. And
I wish you made him roll for that.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so you can find me at youtube.com/BigglesMets. I play a lot of video games over there and talk about a lot of anime, and that's basically all I do. There'll be some Goblin Slayer stuff, tabletop RPG, hopefully again soon, but it all depends on if the person I know who has the book actually wants to DM. And I'm going to kick it to the new cat.
By the way, I had decided to leave before you chose the officers, and I was like, you know what? I'm having fun. Or he was having fun. And I was like, I'll give them a chance to realize their mistake. And that's why I didn't pick a Like I didn't speak up and be like, "Hey, I want to be." No, I was like, "I'll let them choose, and if how they choose will be my decision to stay or go with Slippy." And y'all chose the Slippy leave option, just so y'all know, which is fine.
Fair enough.
Which is fine. I figured I'd give y'all a chance.
I
And,
think
uh,
we're better off without him.
You were
F
just
that
tired.
frog.
You were
Slippy's
just
awesome.
tired.
Shut up.
You were just tired of that voice, weren't you?
I mean, that's a pain in the ass too.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie, that was a pain in the ass too. I like Dave though. Dave's getting all froggy. We can keel haul a cat. Who the fuck is we, Dave? You got a mouse in your pocket, buddy? You ain't keel hauling nobody.
Gear kill haul a cat. He don't care.
Hey, who knows? Maybe Dave will pay for NPC to have you key hauled.
I
Hey,
didn't know
remember,
that.
David, is $50, and you can make your own NPC. So
I feel bad. Speaking of which, is
$100
that
to key haul the cat.
apparently
No.
that frog NPC was Frost for Slippy, which
that's
I don't
all right.
know.
I
I don't know what he was trying to do with that. It could have been good or bad, depending on how that. My eyes are
I
still
will.
fucked up.
I will
from
tell
trying to
you
read that poem.
exactly what Frost sent to me when I told him
Okay.
to. It says, "Here's a fun, troubling idea for an NPC: Karma, a female, red-haired, bespectacled, bookish chameleon scholar, cartographer who is infatuated with Slippy." So
That's it. Oh, so it wasn't even a bad thing.
Interesting.
no. I think it
I
was
figured
just
with a
supposed
name
to
like
be.
Karma, it had to be something bad.
She just would have been like Slippy over here, and then
She'd have been like
there would have been a
the
jealousy
thing-
with Sandra, and if
Oh,
he would have
yeah,
stayed,
okay.
and there would have been some of that, but you know,
She's gonna be like the fan from what is it, Skyrim or whatever all those games are.
Yeah, Oblivion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the annoying fan or whatever.
Yeah, the adoring fan.
Adoring fan. That's
Yeah.
it. Well, it was annoying.
Oh, you're the champion.
Yeah, I want to stay with you all the time. Let me run with you. Yeah. Jupiter has no idea what he's getting himself into with these guys. He just knows the dog is retarded, and the goblin's got a big mouth, and the captain seems undecided what he wants to do, but he wants to show who's boss. The captain does. So he's
Pick
like,
from
I
spot
just
one.
I just want a pirate. Plus, I really like that name, the Leap of Faith, because it reminds him of his new frog friend who got him the job.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
He's only your friend because you didn't know him long enough to dislike him like the rest of us.
Yeah.
True. Well, I put your link in chat, but if there's anything in particular you would like to chill there, JT.
Oh yeah, definitely come check out my Rifts game on Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern time on my channels. We have a lot of fun there, and Mega is there as well. A bunch of other fine folk, including the Circus Freak and the Sunker Maiden and the Frost and the X-Boys and the Anvek, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone because there's so many. But I
So
think
you got a
that's it.
bunch of players on that show.
There's a lot of people on that damn show. And maybe too many. Might have to get Mega at it. Son of a bitch.
I'm out.
No.
See you on the flip side.
And
And then you will have nobody to push that campaign forward.
That's true. He is like the boss, so we can't get rid of him. Damn. Yeah. Did I say circus? I did. So also Kaiju Watch on Friday nights, 1:30 a.m. with me and Caleb, where we watch the giant monsters battle each other, which is always fun. And on the Moon Skull and the G&G Titties channels for the Call of Cthulhu with Moss on Mondays, and the wrap up of Mummy's Mask on Fridays, and soon to be Kingmaker, I guess, also on Fridays. I think that's what day. I think it's on the same day.
Yeah, I believe they're doing. Yeah, they're sticking to the Fridays.
Yeah, I haven't even begun to make a character for that. God damn, I'm so behind on everything. And I hope you guys saw Sevi's one shot, because that was a lot of fun, and it lasted like 6 fucking hours.
Jeez.
Which is not a big deal for me, but it killed both of my other shows. But it was fun. It was definitely fun. I hope we do more shit like that.
Nice.
I guess, and please join my Discord so you can follow my stuff and our shows and all that other good shit. And I would say my merch shop, but that's not really a thing right now. So, and JJ, take it away, buddy.
Well, thank you everybody for hanging out with us this Tuesday. This is a fun show. I do enjoy playing pirates with these guys, and it's just gonna get piratey as we get back onto the seas here. Please go ahead and like the stream, follow us on any of the other sites you follow us on, join the Discord, all those fun things. Leave a comment if you don't mind after the stream here. Does help with the algorithm as we figure out how to push things along. And yeah, hang out with us more on Tales of Dragons Tavern. Me and Moss have some cool ideas we're working on, and I think we got some fun content we're hoping to get out there here in a little bit more, and maybe a couple more shows. But the more we know people like it, the more we can spend time doing it. And yeah, so we appreciate that. Catch you guys next Tuesday.
Bye,
Oh,
pirate
yes.
fans.
Bye, everyone.
Adios.